Hey guys, it's Dr. Lawson from Lawson Family Dentistry again, and I wanted to continue my segment on early interceptive orthodontia and treatment for childhood or pediatric sleep disordered breathing or sleep apnea. As many of you know, I told the story of my 6-year-old who was still sucking his thumb and having nighttime accidents and behavioral problems despite being potty trained and getting what I perceive to be a good night's sleep. What I wanted to discuss tonight is how kiddos not getting enough oxygen drastically affects their behavior. Not only do you start seeing hyperactive children who won't listen, might be a little more aggressive, reactive, impulsive, whether at home, at school, on the playground. But these kiddos start forming, well, really not forming relationships with their peers or forming unhealthy relationships with their peers and are seen as deviants, children that other kiddos don't want to be around. Sometimes these kids are identified by teachers or school counselors as having attention deficit disorders or being hyperactive and can be medicated for no apparent reason when maybe all they're lacking is a good quality night's sleep. When these kids don't have an airway, whether it be because of large tonsils or incorrect tongue positioning or swallowing that started way back when they were infants, and they don't get enough oxygen, it's not getting to their correct organs, and they're not forming the right hormones for growth and development. So a lot of these children can be stunted, so they can be behind on their growth, their weight gain. You'll see dark circles under their eyes, and it's really easy to just say, oh, they're not sleeping well, they didn't have a good night's sleep. Well, yeah, that's part of it, but it's a big part of it. When they get the dark circles under their eyes, it's because the blood is pooling under their eyes because they're not putting their tongue up high where it's supposed to be and establishing an airway. So it can be a really serious sign that something more serious is happening. The concern is when these kiddos, if they're not treated early on, not only does it become a major growth issue and orthodontic issue, but they continue that deviant behavior on into early adolescence and as young adults. A lot of these kids are, again, the ones that don't have healthy relationships with peers or their parents. They tend to have anxiety, depression, suicidal tendencies, and exhibit delinquent behavior. So a lot of this stuff is just huge for our kids' health, development, and to model healthy relationships for them. Again, if you want any information on your children, we are happy to provide complimentary consultations to identify kiddos at risk. There are children as young as 3 wearing these appliances, but most certainly we want to get kiddos started with eruption of their first incisor. They still work if your child is beyond that age, but they're very effective the younger you start. So give us a call at Lawson Family Dentistry.